When I was a youth leader in high school, we decided to do a trust fall to demonstrate how faith works. 6 youth leaders were standing off stage ready to catch the first kid. But then, to make it more extreme, we decided to turn off the lights as well.
You're dumb.
When the lights went off, we started the countdown for the kid to fall. And on 2, I felt this rush of wind and heard a crack followed by a scream. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Youth Group Chronicles. Welcome to the studio. Welcome back, I should say, Pastor Micah and Isaiah Smallwood.
Yep.
We recorded an episode that you all probably already heard by now, and that was a blast. So I'm excited for round 2. But we will kick this off with a story from Jono. Jono said, "My youth pastor was called to share testimonies from our youth ministry during our main church service one week.
Oh, yeah.
So at the height of his sermon, in front of all the adults in the church, he passionately said, 'You have no idea how much we touch your kids.'"
Oh, my God.
Fired.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
How do you recoup from the parents?
Wow.
You're done.
Okay, I have something pretty bad, too.
Isn't there a movie that goes, "Your kids, they touched me, and I touched them"? It's School of Rock.
I've
It's
never
School
seen it.
of
Yeah, I've never
Rock.
seen
That
it.
was hilarious. I can only
Is that the one with Jack
imagine-
Black?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could only
It's gotta be
imagine
good then.
the gasps.
That's
That was
crazy.
crazy. He said,
Wow.
"We touch your kids so much.
I have a story, but I won't share it.
Aubrey said, "Such a touching
don't.
moment."
Please don't."
It's funny.
Yeah, for those listening
man
to the
Micah shares
audio podcast, we are
at least
Instagram
3
Live.
stories in every
And we also have some people in the studio, so if you hear us talking to someone or reading some comments, that's what we got. You said you have a story? I have to hear the story.
Oh, you wanna hear the story?
Yeah, absolutely.
man.
All right, so we're doing our back to school bash.
Oh my gosh.
We're doing our back to school bash. All right. So I have like a lot of new kids there and parents. Some parents were sitting in the audience. Okay. We had like 60 kids there, right? 70 kids. And I'm trying to talk about the verse that's like, "Oh, don't let like
off
the
of me."
words tickle your ears." You know what I mean? Like talking about how like just like let it be something that your ears want to hear. But instead,
Of course.
I make this thing. I was like, yeah, you know, like Pastor Mike is this cool youth pastor, and he like, you know, he's got like blah 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 this and that, and he tickles us. And I
registered.
That's crazy.
You're on a list.
I saw that. I was like, and everyone was like, "What the heck?" And I was like, "Tickle the ears." I meant tickle the ears, and like, but like the new kids don't know what that means. And like
Chris
from
Hansen
that,
Half the
was
Christian
somewhere.
kids don't even know what that
no,
means.
they did. And
Chris
dude, from
Hansen
that
was somewhere in
from
the
that
audience.
night on, I was known as the tickle monster.
He said, "We've been watching you."
Kids called me the tickle
Chris
monster.
Chris Hansen.
That was
that was bad.
what was that story? Oh, I remember
He
that.
said Chris Hansen.
I was like, yeah, I said Chris Hansen. Anyway, there was. You ever play the game where like you'll have 2 kids and it's like you like poke each other with your fingers and you're like wrestling, like finger wrestling?
Yeah.
Anyway, this youth pastor was doing it with a kid and he accidentally like credit carded the kid.
Oh.
Yeah. And it got like silent in here. And then I said, I don't remember. I said something about Chris Hansen.
He said
it was
Chris
perfect.
Hansen
I was so
into
proud of
the chat.
myself for that.
Yeah.
No, that was a great one.
I was the tickle monster.
That was phenomenal. Yep.
Someone said,
Tickle
excited to
monster.
catch this live. Yes, we are very excited that all of you here on Instagram Live.
We're so
if you have
excited.
stories, we have an official email address now. It's no longer Gmail.
Come on.
Although if you're listening to old episodes, you can still send it there. It's still up. But we prefer you send it to stories@ygcpodcast.com. If you have a story that you would like to share on the podcast, you might just make the cut and you might just make it here on Youth Group Chronicles. So stories@ygcpodcast.com. And if we have an email address, that means we have a website.
Hey.
So go check that out. ygcpodcast.com.
YGC
Lots of cool stuff on there.
Lots of
So we'd love it if you guys go take a look at that.
Yes, sir.
But we will jump to another story. This is from Ryan. He said, Ryan said, "This is my most embarrassing youth group story of all time. I would usually pick up students for an early basketball game at 6 a.m. A little TMI, I'm a morning pooper. And this particular morning, I didn't have to go,
Feel that.
but I had to run a few errands before picking up one of the students. On the way to his house, it hit me, and it was time to find a restroom in a restroom right now. I was tempted to ask the kid to use his house,
No.
but his mom was a single parent. I didn't think that would look very good, so I didn't end up going into his house. This kid took his time getting to the car, so I yelled at him and told him that he needed to get in the car right now. Unfortunately, the route to the church had no available stops other than people's houses. The sun was coming up, and I didn't think running into a stranger's house and begging them to open up the door for number 2 was a great strategy.
No.
No.
That's how you get shot.
So I thought I could make the 5-minute ride, but it hit me. It was now or never. It was time to poop my pants in the car in front of this kid. I had a last-minute thought that I could get out of the car and drop my pants and lean on the car and go. So I looked at this kid and just said, I am so sorry. I slammed the car in park, went to the back of the car and did my business on the curb part of the road. Mind you, people are on their morning walks, walking their dog early in the morning, and a car of one of the neighbors began to back down their driveway while all of this was happening. I got back in the car, ashamed that the student had to witness this, but it didn't end there.
Oh my God.
The next day, when I saw the kid, I was like, hey, man.
Pause.
What?
He didn't wipe?
What are you going to wipe with?
Like the man just...
Your socks.
Your freaking butt cheeks are filled with...
Maybe he left it out.
Bro, no.
I'm giving benefit of the doubt.
No, bro.
Benefit of the doubt. He left that out.
That man, he reached over the kid after pooping, got in the dashboard and grabbed the
He's like, oh, excuse me real quick.
He said, my bad, bro.
I gotta go.
My bad. Shane, move over,
things.
Shane.
Sorry, Shane.
This is crazy.
It actually gets worse.
This is wild.
He said the next day when I saw the kid, I said, hey, man, I'm really sorry about yesterday. And the kid began to tell me that he thought it was funny, and he had been telling everyone at school the story.
Of course.
Now, he also mentioned it to his mom.
Oh, my God.
And they went on a poop hunt together
No.
following school the day of the incident. His mom and him literally went in the car and searched the neighborhood for this guy's poop.
Oh, my God. That's amazing, dude. That's crazy.
What?
What
What
the
is wrong
frick?
with people?
I am with you. That is sick.
They must be in like Iowa or Minnesota or something. Like who
How
just
bored can
What
you
is
be?
going on? They're in Wyoming. Let's go find the poop.
That is
Yeah, that's Ohio.
Don't do
That's
that to me.
Ohio.
Ohio.
I was raised in Columbus and we've never done that.
All right, man. Different part of Ohio, man.
I want to know.
That's probably
I have a question.
What?
Actually, it's not a question. Never mind. Never mind.
Never mind.
Ain't no black people.
Why would you want to
Ain't no black people going to find nobody's poop.
All right. Well, oh, yeah. I mean,
Absolutely not.
I ain't doing that.
I'm not doing that.
In your high school days,
No.
you probably would have. I know Elijah or Ben would have definitely done that.
I would have never done
Elijah or Ben would have definitely done that.
Yeah.
My question is, as
That's
a
so
human
weird.
being, why are you looking for poop?
that. Why is the mom?
Dude, she
Come
was probably
on.
like, nah, that's weird.
Nah, no.
It's going to stop
No.
right there.
She was probably going to
Was
call
it
the cops,
liquidy?
honestly.
What were they doing if they planned on finding it? I don't know.
Was it liquidy?
They were probably
Or
going to
was
call
it
the
a
cops,
solid?
honestly. They probably would have called the cops.
If it was a solid poop, maybe that's something to look at. But if it was liquidy, it's not much to look at.
You know, maybe he would have done it over the sewer, too. Like, what if he would have...
Yeah.
The decent
Kelsey
thing
said,
to
I'm
do.
going to stick up for Ohio on this one.
Yeah. No.
Bump Ohio.
Nah, I've never wanted...
What happens in Ohio stays in Ohio.
Well, that's more like an Alaskan thing.
Someone sent him from NYC, and that's... Yo, that could really happen in New York
Yeah,
City.
oh,
Nah,
absolutely.
Yes.
Yo, I was walking down
absolutely.
New York City, and someone was lying down on the street peeing.
Yeah, I was in Waco on my lunch break.
Like,
and
just sleep. I was like,
yeah,
okay.
This lady just pulled her pants down and pooped in front of my car.
It's Waco. So...
Actually, that has happened in New York City subways.
it's
Definitely.
Waco. It's
Definitely
Waco.
happened.
Bro, you're
It's
from
Waco.
Ohio, buddy.
It's Waco. I'm actually from
talking.
Elmira, New York.
All right, buddy.
I was raised in Ohio. Don't do that.
Oh, you were raised in Ohio.
Oh, someone said Florida? I don't know, man. They're all like throwing out.
Florida, yeah.
Nah, Florida man, most definitely.
But he probably would have like thrown it in Florida.
He probably would have ate it.
No, hey, yo,
He
no.
probably would have ate it.
No.
What?
Nah. Nah. Stop, bro. This is a Christian podcast, brother.
It is a...
Next story, Sam. Next story. Don't go poop on
This is from Sarah. Sarah said our youth pastor was grocery shopping when he saw a large frozen squid and impulsively decided to purchase it. He showed up to youth group with a trunk full of hockey
I'm just
sticks
so glad it wasn't alive.
and then proceeded to clear the gym floor.
Yeah.
He had all the kids play squid hockey.
That's awesome.
Until the thing started to melt. As the game went on, it started to grow slimier, breaking apart into pieces all over the place, coating the entire gym floor
Yes.
in what I would assume would be slime. By the time the game ended, the squid was completely dismembered and smashed all over the place.
Yes.
And the room smelled absolutely terrible. The floor was mopped several times that night, but that was not enough. The smell didn't go away for 2 to 3 months and remained as if it was infused into the wood of our gym floor.
Honestly.
One girl even threw up because it was so intense.
I'm not gonna lie though. The youth group kids will probably never forget
Never.
that.
Okay, fair.
That's a W as a youth group.
That
leader.
I would do that.
Honestly, that's a W.
Do
would
I need to warn
100%
someone
do
that you're about to do that?
No. Don't warn them.
They're probably
They're
on the
just gonna find
slide
out, brother.
right now.
It's
No, it's gonna
it's
find
just
out.
gonna happen.
Well,
Yeah,
we can
that's great.
figure
Sanctuary.
That's
something out.
great.
Sanctuary.
The
Foyer.
carpet.
It's a foyer.
Nah, that's a W. That's a W.
That's
I would
awesome.
never forget that. For
I'd
real.
love to do that. I'm actually thinking about that.
A free slip and slide. That's crazy.
Not
Ew.
this podcast giving you ideas.
Yeah, I'm literally getting it. Yo, hey, we're in the hallway, man. We can play some Squid Hockey.
Wow, everyone's back at this. Steven said that sounds amazing.
Yeah,
I thought
that's-
it was
No,
disgusting.
honestly, that sounds great.
I wouldn't clean it up.
This is
I
from
just laughed.
Houston. Houston said, when I was a youth group intern, we took our middle school students to a camp about an hour away from church. As you know, middle school students are crazy, but I was never expecting this. We had a kid poop in the shower and then write the F word on the wall with his poop. We never found out who did it.
Yeah, that kid needs deliverance.
Yeah, they raised up.
That's a
Jeffrey
grippy
Dahmer.
socks.
That's Jeffrey
That's
Dahmer.
grippy socks.
Grippy sock
activity.
vacation
That's
right
crazy.
there.
Yep. Few days.
That's disgusting.
Wow. All right. That's yeah. All right. Moving
Not
on.
even playing in his dump.
Moving on,
That's
brother.
crazy.
Hey, the grippy socks will put you back in place, man.
Oh wow.
How long? 2 weeks?
I give it about a week.
I wonder if people know what a grippy sock
I
vacation
don't
is.
know. We'll see. We'll post this. We'll find out who the real ones
Yeah,
are.
we'll know who the real ones are.
Find out who's been in some grippy socks before.
We're going to... Not people raising their hands in the comments.
That's great. Like, I've been there.
Yo, for... I was just gonna say,
terrible.
yo, for people that don't know what a grippy sock vacation is, it means you go to an insane asylum.
Absolutely.
It's a lot of white walls.
You're hugging
At
yourself.
least you didn't put it in a loofah. Yeah, that's right, Ashton.
yourself.
This is from Derek. And actually, guys, if you have stories you want to send in, stories at ygcpodcast.com is where you can send them in. Derek said, halfway through a week of youth camp, one of my boys told me he needed someone to come pick him up because he was getting sick. After we got back home, I learned that this kid was faking being sick so that he could come home and murder another boy in our youth group for dating his ex-girlfriend. He was arrested walking to the kid's house armed with a gun.
Grippy socks.
He-
Forever.
yes, it was attempted murder.
Oh my god.
Or what is okay? What's before attempted murder? Intent to
Conspiring?
kill.
Yeah, that's
Conspire.
crazy.
Yeah.
What
okay.
the heck?
Conspiracy to murder. Is that or
Conspira-
yeah.
yeah.
yeah. That's wild.
Not much to say on that
It's
one.
giving Elmira.
It's giving up.
Just saying. Just
don't know.
saying.
I
That's
don't wanna hear
wild. That's crazy.
Good lord. Good thing they caught him.
Honestly, which one's worse, getting smacked with fire? Because that was crazy.
That really wasn't that bad. I just
That-
thought there was a kid pissed off. No gun involved.
Dude, this
was
man was on the way to
crazy.
kill this
Okay,
other
okay,
guy.
guys. Yes, absolutely.
Said, "No,
Sorry,
if
guys.
I can't date
Sorry,
Susie,
guys.
neither can you.
Not Susie. I hope her name wasn't Susie.
That's crazy.
You leave my Suze alone.
Did you hear the ant story?
The fire ant story?
Yeah. I really didn't think it was that bad, but a kid got mad during youth group and then at a kid.
that man?
So he said, "Hey, come here," and like called him around the building, and then hit him in the chest with a board that had a mound of fire ants on it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And the kid got him
That's
all in his body and
crazy.
started getting like bit all over the place.
You see what I'm saying?
That's crazy. That's
That's
psycho.
crazy.
But that's
It's psycho.
psycho. That's grippy socks. This guy's prison.
I think that
We're
it's
over here
both.
like
Just
categorizing
saying.
it.
No, dude, guns, prison, fire ants are grippy socks. For like at least
Either
a
way,
month.
you're locked up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Either way, you're
Stories
locked
at
up. You're gone for a while.
ygcpodcast.com is where you can send in your stories if you want
I
your
have a kid that
chance
would do
to
that.
be featured on the
Fire
show.
ants.
Randy Rosarena blasts 35 home runs to top Lou Reese. Oh, I'm watching updates on the home run derby right now, guys.
Are you serious?
It came over my phone. I'm not watching the game or the thing.
This is crazy.
All right, this
I
is from
remember.
Catch. He said, during youth group, I walked up to her cabin and there was a 16-year-old crying and bleeding with the entire room of boys surrounding him. I get over to this boy and I see that his best friend has a tactical knife that he's holding. And then I see the kid's back where a couple swipes of the knife had been taken. Apparently, this kid had a tick on his back, and when he pulled the tick, the head detached and stayed under the skin. He was so afraid that he was going to get Lyme's disease that he was willing to cut off some skin so he wouldn't get the disease. So he had his friend attempt to cut the head of this tick out of his back with his tactical knife that he brought to camp.
Oh my God. Dude. What kind of kids are you taking to camp, bro?
Yeah, and hold on.
Who has a knife?
No,
Great
because-
question.
Where were the youth leaders?
Not in the cabin.
What the frick?
Same youth leaders that are letting kids go on zip lines in the middle of the night, brother. Yeah.
No,
Let's bring it
that's
back there.
worse. Somebody actually got injured. The man could have bled out.
I mean, no.
Come on.
No, guys.
on. It
No.
was a
He didn't,
little-
like, slice his artery
okay,
in his
but
leg.
What if?
And what if the kid fell off the zip line?
You know what?
Yeah.
You got me.
Yeah, bro.
You got me on that one. Actually, you got me.
Zipline story way
got me.
worse.
Way worse.
Yeah.
Was that this episode or was that
That
when
was
we
last
recorded last?
episode.
Okay, last episode.
That's
People have to
crazy.
go back and listen.
What's going on?
Someone said such a good friend.
Such a
I
good
mean,
friend.
hey,
Yeah.
you know what?
Honestly, W friend. Yeah, I would say.
Yeah, he wasn't like trying to hurt him. He was trying to help him out.
That man said,
But did they get the head out? I don't think they.
was the first
Maybe they did. I don't know. They didn't say.
That is wild. Eagle Scout. Troop 304.
No,
that's Scout.
That was his.
he got a badge for that.
He got a badge.
That was actually the Eagle Scout trip. That was the kid's initiation.
The youth leader wasn't mad. He was proud. He was like,
The youth
I can
leader-
give you this
Attaboy.
badge finally.
He
Attaboy.
put the tick on the kid.
Oh my God.
Like, see who's going to be a man today. That's great.
Persecution practice.
He comes in, he's like, congratulations.
Congratulations.
You're now an Eagle
You're
Scout.
halfway there.
Yeah.
Now an Eagle Scout.
You're now an Eagle
Now we got to cut it out.
That is wild.
This is from David. He said, when I was a youth leader in high school, we decided to do a trust fall to demonstrate how faith works. But obviously, to up the stakes, we decided that the students would fall from the
Not
raised
up the
stage,
stakes.
which was 5 feet high.
Yeah, that's dumb.
6 youth leaders were standing off stage ready to catch the first kid. But then, to make it more extreme, we decided to turn off the lights as well.
You're dumb.
When the lights
Dumb.
went off, we started the countdown for the kid to fall. And on 2, I felt this rush of wind and heard a crack followed by a scream.
Finish the story, Sam.
I can't. I know when to stop. Right now is one of those times.
Why is he laughing this hard? That's crazy. Why are you laughing? I don't.
I'm not even done with the story yet. I'm literally not even finished.
Chat, is this real? Chat, clip
It's real.
this. Chat, clip this.
Oh my God.
Chat, is this real?
Oh. Oh.
Let me finish it. He said,
Hey, she wouldn't get hurt if it was actually the Holy Spirit.
the guy
Was
had
it?
fallen too early and we didn't catch him. And he ended up with a broken vertebrae in his neck and never came back to our church.
Oh my God. That's a serious. That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, no wonder he never came back. He couldn't walk.
But he's like upset of the kid that's like throwing up from dehydration.
Yeah.
And a lot of those
He's
kids
mad
bring a
about that
vertebrae.
story.
That's user error. That's user error.
No,
That's
it's
what
not.
Yes, it is.
It's user
the kid
error.
can't count. That's what the problem is. Fall on 3.
2?
Yeah, no, what? No, 3.
Drink water.
What the frick?
That's
Right.
crazy.
No, bro. No, bro. No,
Nah,
bro.
They set that kid up for
no,
failure.
bro.
man.
As soon as they turned off the lights, I'm gonna be like, wait. What?
If I'm going to do it, I'm not going to be first. That's all I got to
That's what I'm
say.
saying. I'm 5 feet. No, bro. The whole church needs to close down.
Yeah, I would've
You
never
gotta
came back.
close down.
Yeah.
You gotta become Hillsong at that moment.
That's a case.
No, bro.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Close up.
And
Close up.
it's $1 million.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not- Also, you're terrible.
Why?
That paralyzed joke was horrible, Sam Moss.
It was him.
That he said
It was
no wonder
Trey,
he
I
didn't come back.
repeated
He
it.
couldn't walk. That's crazy.
Trey said that one.
Crazy.
Yeah, I got to give
That
credit where
was you?
credit is due.
Oh
That was
my
Trey.
gosh, that's crazy, bro. Oh
Chat,
my
chat, is this real?
Yeah, I got to see what the comments are saying on this.
Chat.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Unlike the zip line, they definitely heard the screams on this one.
Who's making these jokes?
That's great.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
my
I have to explain the callback because that was another episode. So there was a story about this kid going in the zip line all alone, and someone said if a kid falls off a zip line in the woods alone, do you hear him? So someone commented, just commented back and said, unlike the zip line story, you'd hear this kid. Hey, Riley says, I love your palm tree shirt. Thank you, TJ Maxx, $9.99. Actually, probably more than that. But
Nah, bro, that's crazy. He said on two, we heard us back.
what? What?
Why
I
is
missed
that
it.
so funny?
What? I missed it.
Oh,
What?
now? What the frick?
He said.
What is wrong?
He said.
Moses said, my brother in a wheelchair says he gives you a pass.
Oh my gosh.
He said this,
Listen,
he said
my
this.
dad was in a wheelchair for most of my
stop,
life.
bro.
I don't give a frick. Come on, man.
Different situation.
Listen,
I'm
it's
not even making fun of
okay.
people in
It's
wheelchairs. I just said the guy
okay.
got hurt.
It's okay. It's okay.
My back
It's
currently
okay.
hurts.
The homeschool
Okay.
special.
They literally have this show called Ridiculousness. Okay, guys.
He said
it's
one, two.
literally fine. That's what I'm saying.
He said 1, 2. All right, go.
That man dove off the stage.
Probably he went face first. You ever see those ones where they do
Yeah.
the trust fall wrong?
It's crazy.
Oh, I don't know.
That man hit the ground on two.
On two. For me, it was the wind. You
Yeah.
felt like
How did they not
dark.
see
He said,
him?
is somebody running?
They're like.
Is that the Holy
They're
Ghost?
like the Holy Spirit's here,
He came in right rushing,
like a rushing wind.
but then he hit the ground.
All right, bro. All right, next story,
Nah,
bro.
next story. Go.
Trey's wild.
Go.
no, he was reading us. He was reading a comment.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, Trey, you never said that.
Someone said, "What do you have against homeschoolers?" I was literally homeschooled my whole life, so I could talk as much
I
trash as
can't
I
do
want.
it. I can't do what I want to do.
You must.
He said, "Nah, I can't do it."
What?
Don't do it, bro. No. Next story. Next story.
Someone, I have to read it.
Oh
He may
my.
not have been paralyzed by fear, but
Oh my god.
you guys are the worst.
Oh my god, dude. That's
Okay,
amazing.
we'll go to another story before you guys get too crazy.
On two. We heard us back.
Isaiah will be laughing about this for the next week.
Oh my gosh. He said 1, 2. I said 3. I said 3. Timmy, get the light.
Get the what?
Get an ice pack.
Get the lights. Get the lights. Get the
Lights.
What's the lights on?
Man fell from 5 feet. Somebody called a pastor. The pastor was probably in. I can't. Oh my gosh, bro.
We will do one or two more stories here. This is from Grant. He said, one night during youth camp, our leader left our room for something, and all the guys in the room suggested it would be funny to act like they were asleep when he comes back, but have their butts out of the sheets pointed at the door.
That is awesome.
I misunderstood this as everyone mooning the door, and of course, I was on the bottom bunk right next to the door. As I laid in anticipation for our mooning, there was a knock on the door, which means that would not be our youth leader, but I didn't cover up in time like the other kids, and suddenly the door opened. Without realizing it, I had mooned the lead speaker of the camp.
No, is that the end of the story?
That's the end of the story.
Dude, I had this phase when I was 15. I would moon everybody.
Yeah, I definitely had that phase,
would
too.
be me, bro. But when you said that, I initially thought like everyone's butts out. Bro. That's freaking hilarious.
You would have interpreted it as mooning too.
Absolutely, I would have been the only one. I'd have been standing up like.
Oh man, I feel like this. No.
Oh wow, dude, that's great.
Well, okay.
Terrible.
One
Oh,
time,
cheeks.
one time I mooned my brother
cheeks.
on the highway. He was driving another car, and I mooned my brother. That's probably the worst I ever did.
Oh my.
Wow.
It was like last year though.
I mooned an old lady on accident of
They,
the
they
church.
must have been in Alabama or something.
She was really mad because I was mooning my friend, and like I put my cheeks on the window and like went like that, and she walked by. She told, and my dad was the worship pastor and associate pastor at the time, and she went right to him. I was like, bro, I was like, ee on the window. And then the pastor's daughter was coming down the hill one time. And it was dark. She had her like headlights on. And I just walked out. Was like,
Someone said if you have a mooning phase, you need to repent. I gotta say, I feel like every guy
mine
has
was
had
bad,
that
but I was a pastor's kid.
at
Dude.
some point in their life.
Everybody knew I was mooning people.
I definitely never
No?
had a mooning phase.
I was
You weren't one of the
cheeks
cool
out,
kids.
man.
Yeah, no, it's normal.
Sorry.
You guys
pretty
are just,
normal.
Sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
it's, see, come
It's
on,
literally
yeah,
normal.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's very.
Yep.
You need who hasn't mooned the pastor's daughter?
Okay, this is. We'll do one more. We'll do one more story. This is-
Someone said Micah out here talking about clapping cheeks while the students are flashing theirs. Pause.
Whoa.
That's a
whoa,
wild
okay,
comment, brother.
No, we
I'm
are
gonna
not doing
expose
that. We are not doing that.
Juju
Delete that
Jilly.
comment, Sam.
Justin,
If you find that comment, delete that comment.
Justin Lily.
Literally delete that comment.
Pause,
That's
bro.
crazy.
I can't delete it. It's on Instagram.
No, you
Live.
can delete
Bro.
that. You can delete that because
I'm
that's
saying
crazy.
Pause, because that's wild.
No, that's wild. No.
Nah, bro.
Now we
people
have
are
to end the
gonna take-
podcast.
Nah, that's
where
crazy.
we have to end it.
No, legit. Next episode, we're done. We're done.
If
Hey,
you
guys.
okay, so seriously, guys, if you have stories that you want to send in, we have a new email address. stories@ygcpodcast.com is where you can send them if you want to have a chance of being featured on the show. You might get that opportunity. So send them in. And then also check out our website. We have merch, ygcpodcast.com. You can check out our information on booking us to come to your event. And other than that, we will see all of you next week.
Love you guys.
Isaiah and Pastor Micah, thank you guys.